Hello everybody and welcome to the 4th mission of my Halo 3 Legendary Walkthrough Guide. Today we'll be doing the mission The Storm, and the skulls we're going to be using for this mission as usual are iron because I do not plan on dying. This is a no deaths run. There's also Cowbell, I Would Have Been Your Daddy, and of course Grunt Birthday Party because every single time we kill one of those little guys, it will be a party. Now this mission starts out, you can't skip this little intro scene, unfortunately. You kind of have to be stuck in the Warthog up until this point, then you can get out. Before we move anywhere else, we're going to go pick up a plasma pistol off of one of these Grunt's dead bodies, and we're going to move over here to go pick up a nice battle rifle for us, and then we're going to head right on back to the Warthog that we just got out of. We're going to be getting into the driver's seat. We're going to also drive that up to the door here. That Marine almost got crushed, but he was in our way, so it's okay. Opening the door, go on in. You're going to want to park it right like I am here, and then you're going to walk right up to this door, jump up, hit the little button, and then head right on back. We're going to be tossing a grenade here to take out those guys. It's going to be a nice clean overkill that right there if you get them all. Going to take out the rest of them. The reason why we parked the Warthog where we do is that they are supposed to be providing cover fire just in any case we get shot by some extra grunts or maybe sometimes some jackals are up at the top there. But once you clear out this initial room, then you go all the way back to go pick up the Warthog, and then you're going to do the exact same thing and park it in the back here, just like I am doing right now. We're going to be parking it right here, and then you're going to go over here, pick up some battle rifle ammo if you need it. Then you're going to head right on back to where the Warthog is. If you have any plasmas, I recommend tossing them right now. And then you're going to just start laying them all out. As you notice here, the Warthog is providing cover fire for us. So in any case, as you saw those jackals step up, they didn't get too far. They kind of just got mowed down by that turret. Cleaning up the rest of the enemies here. Picking up any more battle rifle ammo that we can get. As you've seen here, we still have a fully charged plasma pistol. We're going to be going over here, though, and going to pick up a ghost. We're going to be using this ghost to kind of get to the other side of this little section right here that we're going into pretty quickly. Going to move right on through. Going to get a nice little splatter. Another splatter. Nice triple kill splatter spree. Going to take out these guys as well because why not? Kind of feeling like a slayer today. Then what we're going to do is we're going to EMP this brute if we could get the shot off on him. Unfortunately, I barely missed this guy, but trying to mow down. Really, we're just waiting for the Phantom to come on and drop off that Wraith because we are going to be using the Wraith for the rest of this section of the mission. Going to take the Ghost right on through. You can fit it through both of them, and this is the that's the Phantom right here that we're we are running from, that drops off this Wraith. If you're quick, you usually can get over here before the Wraith gets dropped off, but unfortunately I was a little slow, so we have to be careful trying to take out the brute before we get into the Wraith, just like what we did in Savo Highway. We want to take out the brute gunner, and then we can hop into the Wraith and start to hijack it, just like what we did in Savo Highway. You're going to want to melee the hatch, and then once the hatch is exposed, then you can EMP the brute and take his shields down. You can also just continuously melee the driver, just like I did right there. It really is your choice. But since they drove the Wraith off of this, we're going to be putting it right back onto this little platform here. Now, before you take out the anti-air Wraith, focusing down the ghosts, that is your priority, and then you can focus down the anti-air Wraith. Now, in this mission, I could have showed you guys how to hijack the anti-air Wraith with the tactics that I've been showing you about how to hijack a Wraith, or the way to hijack a Wraith the way we've been doing it. But I'm gonna save that again for either the Ark or the Covenant, one of those two. But continuing on, once you destroy all the ghosts in the area, you can start to take out the anti-air Wraith. The anti-air Wraith does not typically fire at you when you fire at it. So Just remember that. You're going to be sitting here using your Wraith. And then, once you destroy the anti-air Wraith, you're going to turn around. There's a bunch of enemies inside this little corridor here. You're going to want to try to take out as many as you possibly can before you go inside here. The reason being is that we need to be able to get through, because we're not going to be fighting any more of the other enemies, like the Brute Chieftain in here, for an example. All we're going to do is, as soon as we feel like it's safe enough, we're going to be beelining it right to this little area. Jump up. If you need to crouch jump, feel free to do that. And then you're just going to fall just exactly as I did. Make sure you pick up a rocket launcher before you move on. Hopping on through. And then you're going to hit this button here once Chief stops having a stroke. Moving on still. It's a fairly fast-paced mission so far. Now, at this point, you're going to be getting into the mongoose. You're going to be heading on down this ramp here, and then you're going to go straight for one of the missile pods on the very first left that you can make here. This is you're going to want to drive as cleanly as you can. I got out a little too early, but you want to get on this missile pod turret as early as you possibly can. And then you're going to take out the anti-air wraiths first, and then if you have any extra time, make sure that you try to take out the ghosts as well. The ghosts take 2 shots from a missile pod turret to be destroyed, so remember that when you are firing your missile pod. And you also want to keep on your keep it attached for as long as possible, because unfortunately, once you do detach it from its stand, I guess, it only has 8 shots. So just remember that when you do detach it. So making sure that we find any ghosts, any anti-air wraiths, anything else. We want to make sure that this area is nice and free of hostiles. Now, typically, there's going to be quite a few phantoms that drop off. There's the initial phantom that we already took care of, and then there's the second one that drops off. The second wave that drops off 4 total ghosts. So you have to be very careful of that as well. Usually your friendlies in the mongooses with their rocket launcher gunners or rocket launcher passengers typically can do all this stuff really quickly for you, so you don't have to really worry about it. But once you are done clearing out all the enemies, you're going to want to get on top of the elevator as fast as you possibly can, because we are going to be getting in we're going to be fighting the scarab from up here. There's also a sniper rifle up here that we are going to be using. If you need it, of course, use it to clear off some of the enemies on top of the scarab. Now we're just sitting here on top of this, I guess, catwalk, trying to wait for this scarab to come on in, and it's really easy to actually take down these scarabs. It's really just about boarding it, especially in this section of the mission. There's only one scarab. It actually pretty much just waits for you. So basically just kind of relax, just hang out. We're going to be picking up the sniper rifle. As I said, we're going to be taking out the remaining few enemies that are on top of the scarab. Looking for any of these other brutes. Typically, there's some brutes that come out of the main little corridor that you see there at the front of the scarab, but fortunately for us, there's none so far. Once it gets close enough, you're going to want to jump and board it, just like I did here. In any case, there are any enemies that come up as soon as you board it, you're going to want to take them out. And then you also want to take out any of these enemies that are guarding this like scarab detonation bit here. But once you take out all the enemies, immediately head over, immediately jump off the scarab, because it will explode. We have a bubble shield just in case. You're going to want to toss down the bubble shield, get inside of it, because if anything happens while that thing is exploding, it could possibly end your run. So you just want to be as careful as you possibly can, and that is why I use the bubble shield at that moment right there. Now, there's only one more area that we really have to worry about, because at the very end of this mission, we are going to be pulling up a really cool skip that will basically just make it towards we end this mission really quickly. Now, We are saving the rockets for the hunters at the end of this section. We're going to be using the battle rifle for the large group of brutes that are going to be waiting for us in a few moments once we stop having our stroke. Moving on, now the Arbiter has joined us, which is going to be pretty nice for us because he's going to be the main guy who's going to be worried about EMPing. Dang, that brute kind of got blue-balled in the balls. But, well, like I was saying, Arbiter is going to be the main EMP source. We're just going to be sitting here just headshotting all these brutes. Now, once you take out the initial wave of brutes, you're going to be getting a second wave, a brute captain and a few brute miners. So make sure that you are ready for that second wave. Once they throw down their combat condoms, you're just going to be sitting there and kind of, if you want to play aggressive around this part, like, it's completely okay to do so. There's so many people around you. You just want to be smart whenever you do play aggressive. So as soon as your shield gets knocked a bit, just fall back. I'm playing semi-aggressive, kind of trying to play a little smarter. But overall, this mission, we're almost through this section. There's going to be a few more brutes around this corner. I think a few more brutes with like a brute shot, a brute captain, and a brute miner. Like, there they are right here. Trying to get another sticky. I think we got, there we go. We did get another. And we're still trying to find, I tossed down a bubble shield here. I didn't need to, but I kind of found no other reason why not, kind of deal. Not to mention, it is serving a good purpose in that I'm able to go in and out of it and still try to be pretty aggressive. But the brutes in this area really like to toss down their bubble shields, so make sure that you are playing around their combat condoms. Do not, basically do not get kind of like flustered or anything like that when they do toss it down. Just wait for them. They're going to be kind of just sitting there anyway. Like this guy right here. Like, as soon as this bubble shield's dead, like, he's dead himself. So before we move on, we're going to be pulling back to grab some more ammo. And this is going to be for when we fight the brutes in the final area of this mission for the final attack. I think at this point I was just kind of like, you know what, I don't need that battle rifle ammo. After all, I mean, you could go back and go grab it. I missed the jump. I think that's why I went back. But overall, this is the part here that I was talking about when you want to use your rocket launcher. You want to make sure that you hit the hunter straight in their face. 2 of those rockets destroyed that one. Trying to take out that one, and there we go. Usually it takes 2 or 3 rocket shots to actually take out a hunter. So I was actually really surprised that it only took 3 between 2 hunters to take them all down. So using our rockets the rest of our rockets, because we have plenty, to take out the rest of these enemies. We still have that brute chieftain that you see over there. He's pretty hurt here, so might as well just finish him off and then mop up the stragglers. Now, I'm going to go grab this sniper rifle before we move on. There's going to be a sniper rifle in this next room. Picking up the sniper rifle, we're going to try to see if there's any other enemies. Looks like we had them all pull back anyway, so we're just going to be holding out until the next few come in. Rounding them up and knocking them down. Trying to take out just the brutes for right now because those are priority. And then I think once we take out these guys, it's pretty much that's it for this mission. All we're doing now is this little skip. So you're going to follow my route exactly. You're going to be hopping on this little barricade. You're going to jump immediately onto this, and then you're going to fall a little bit, jump up, and you're going to try to land on top of that gate. And then you're going to follow my route exactly. You're not going to deviate from it. You're just going to follow it exactly to the AA gun. But this is that skip that I was talking about. Utilizing this skip will allow you to get to the AA gun, destroy it, and then you just go back to where that checkpoint would be, where you'd be fighting all those enemies underneath the AA gun. But since the AA gun is destroyed, the game will immediately think that the mission is over. So that is pretty much the storm on legendary difficulty. We're almost there though. At this point, we're just trying to get over here to destroy the AA gun. There's gonna be quite a few spikers over here, so we're gonna use those to destroy the AA gun. Gonna grab both of them. Just gotta wait for this this thing to expose itself. Gonna get right underneath it. Try to shoot right at it with all the spiker we can. Hopefully we were able to destroy it in the first pass. Unfortunately we weren't, so unfortunately you're not gonna be able to get par time on this, but there it is. Once you destroy the AA gun, that's it for this mission. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you guys did, please leave a like down below. And of course, please consider subscribing to continue supporting the content for the channel. But as usual, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Floodgate.
All ships, fire at will.
This is the way the world ends.
What did Truth just do? Did he activate the rings?
No, sir. But he certainly did something.
Evac wounded and regroup. Wherever Truth went.
Sir, new contact slipping in.
What is it? More brutes?
Worse.